I don't know what else to say. Hi. I went for a bike ride today. It was really nice. It was actually kind of chilly.
I got an ad.
Okay. Oh, I can't. You know what? I can't step forward to say hi because I'm on this. Hey, friends. Happy Wednesday, Friends Day. We're painting cherries. It's part 2. I should unplug this. I put together this image and muted the background in Photoshop. The link, you can find it on my Leslee Troe Art Friends Facebook group. The link is in this video's description. I came from, these are the cherries. I think I linked these too. I should have refreshed my memory before going live. And then there's the little bowl that I like. But when I crop it, it looks like a bigger bowl. Emily's here with us tonight.
Hello.
We're gonna fly over and get going. And then Wally's on the floor. I don't know if you'll see him, but that's also for me, so I don't
step on him.
Yeah.
Hi, Wally.
He doesn't even look up.
Hi, Wally. They kind of looked up,
Oh,
but barely.
but I was already.
Barely.
I feel like I've got.
You are.
I feel like I've got problems.
No, Wally. No.
Yeah, he's getting braver about like chewing on. Like I'm like, oh, he doesn't chew on any cords.
His hands on my foot.
Is it?
Yeah.
But now he's a cat, so he's chewing. I think that looks okay. Are you tall enough to see?
Yeah. Just let me. I'm gonna scooch by.
Oh, here I could just look at the stream. What am I thinking?
Oh yeah, I think that looks good.
Okay. I gotta go back to the right photo. And then we'll go check out the stream quick. Oh, it's not playing. Something went wrong. Doesn't like me. That sounds like I'm really insecure with YouTube. Oh, it's a little crooked.
Is it?
Yeah, we can fix that. So I painted, let's, I guess, start from the beginning. This is a 10 by 10 cradled wood panel. Oh, it's got a little splatter or something on it. From U.S. Art Supply. It's 1.5 inches thick. I had put clear gesso on it. And we painted the background and the bowl last week. And then I knew, well, I had a feeling the cherries would take me longer, but they're taking me even longer than I thought. Because my colors are transparent and I like building up the depth of color with the transparency. You can see I've kind of started this one. This one has got a little more going on it. This one I just started, but I just started it differently. This one has lighter colors, this one has darker colors. Oh. I had used the photo as a traceable. So I just printed it out to size and scribbled on the back of it with chalk pastel and then taped it on and traced it with a ballpoint pen. What else? Oh, I used this. I don't know how much I need to review. I don't know how many new people. I linked part 1 in this video's description. I used to use this 3/4 inch flat brush for the background and mixed some gray-green colors. My colors are primary yellow, Quinacridone Magenta, Phthalo Blue green shade, Mars Black, Titanium White. They're all Liquitex. This one's a heavy body because I don't think I can find that color. Oh, here, I need to go down here. That's probably why it's crooked. That's why. I don't know if I can get Phthalo Blue green shade in the basics.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I think that's about it. Well, I'm not sure what brush I want to use. I was painting a little. Oh, here, maybe we try this one. Okay. Well, actually, I think I want a smaller. I don't know what this is. That's a little bigger than a 1/4 inch. Filbert, super cheap brand on Amazon. Zhu, Z-H-U, Ting, T-I-N-G. The handles don't hold up. No matter how well you take care of them, the paint will crack and the wood handles will swell. But if you don't mind that, they're really, really cheap. And the brushes, I think, are just fine. This is just a little number 1 from U.S. Art Supply. I just happened to own it. It's got dried paint in it from earlier today because I thought it was clean. It's starting to fuzz out and stuff on me. But it was really cheap, so I thought I would just try it too. Okay, so I'm going to paint. I think we're going to work on ones I haven't started yet. Emily, that sets the table.
Okie doke.
You're
Wow.
right. I could turn it.
So far in the chat tonight, we have Joey Hat Trick Farm. And Joey says, "Hi, Annie and Emily. My first live in ages. We're usually working horses on weeknights."
Oh, yeah.
Good to see you. I was, like, right when their name popped, I was like, oh, it's been a while.
That's a big, farming is a huge job.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea, really. I can only imagine.
Well, they got to eat, and it's not like they can feed themselves,
Well,
and then that's just the start of it.
Exercise them,
Exercise them,
or whatever.
Milk out the stalls.
Whatever you're...
Depending on how many horses you have.
Yeah.
That adds up.
So I think you can see that the yellow's coming through. So it'll take a couple coats. So I grabbed this little brush because I wanted something smaller to control the edge.
Oh, and 12 other friends. I didn't say that.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Oh, well, I'll say it. Well, I'll say it a couple times. No live next week.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you. Oh, yeah, and do we have a thank you break?
We go, well, mostly just to say there's no live next week.
Oh, okay.
So I guess we don't. I think I want to do it a couple times.
Yeah, we'll say it in case someone skips around.
Yeah.
I'll make a graphic for that.
Oh, yeah. That'd be good. Yeah, and it doesn't even cover very evenly when it's thin and my colors are semi-transparent. Let's go pink. So all I'm thinking is my light is coming kind of from up here. Here, we'll get Emily's little sun, the original Mr. Sun. He's got cork. I pulled the cork off my cork board, so it doesn't really stick. Maybe.
Oh, like, why don't I hear us anymore? I accidentally.
I'm not talking.
Pause. Well, no, I accidentally hit. Like, I couldn't even hear, like. I don't know, like a tippy tap or anything.
Is Wally still here?
Yeah, he's right behind you. He's starting to fall asleep.
Oh, it's starting to lift up. I need to leave it alone. Oops. I'll clean out my brush. So, I think you can see, here, I'll get it closer, quite a difference between a just started cherry and a cherry with quite a few more layers and highlights and shadows.
Mm-hmm. Barbara asks, "Hi Annie, how do you paint so that your brush strokes don't show?"
Oh, I think they always show a little. The video, the streaming smooths it out.
Mm-hmm.
Here, you can really see the brush strokes and the highlights.
Oh, yeah, those little swipies.
Yeah, you can see a brush stroke here.
You can, like, literally tell it's, like, a single or a double swipe.
Yeah. You would really just need to blend smooth and lots of layers.
Blend while it's wet, too, maybe.
You see brush strokes in this one. Whoop. I can barely see the top of my phone. I think you can see brush strokes in all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you, I don't know. I don't worry about it. That's not very helpful. I'm trying to think.
I think,
layers would be one way.
Yeah.
Thin paint, so you don't have a lot of ridges.
Yeah, I think, you do smooth it quite a bit. Like, you blend while it's wet and stuff, but I also think when someone else has worked, sometimes you see less of everything, whereas you, like, just like your own face, you see every bump, every crevice.
Oh, yeah.
But most people don't see any of that,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I keep turning my phone off. And then I'm like, why can't I hear us?
Like, this white's kind of thick right here. And I don't want it thick yet. It'll be easier to paint over if I keep it smooth. The wood panels are kind of nice. There's still a little texture on there, but then with the gesso, which is sandy, there's I like painting on canvas. I don't like photographing small canvas paintings. So that's why, one of the reasons why I paint on wood, especially the smaller ones, quite a bit. I'm going to switch to a bigger brush. Well, actually, I'm going to put in this shadow. What I do like, is I can turn it during the live stream, whereas when I'm videoing, a lot of times I just don't video the part where I turned it. I don't know what to call that, where I video, pop in, I time lapse it and I pop in and chat, and then I time lapse the video and I pop it in chat. Those the non-live stream videos. I guess they're just videos. I guess that's also why I say brush stroke. I'm kind of thinking about brush stroke direction there. Brush stroke direction matters. It'll actually help round your image or square your image or.
Teresa said, I've worked in a medium where you don't want to see brush strokes and everything had to be touched with a brush very, very lightly.
I feel like I always think of some illustrators, not all. I don't know what they do. Also, sometimes they just paint bigger, so when they reduce it.
Oh yeah. Barbara said, thank you. And then she said, I guess I mean more realism.
Yeah, it wasn't much help at all.
I don't know how you... I think, I guess I don't know how, if you would explain the same thing for realism, but I think your paintings now look a lot more realistic than, 2 years ago. If you scroll back on your YouTube.
Oh, really? Because I'm pushing the values more.
Yeah, something, and or...
Plus I'm just better from all the practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I'm looser and more colorful. I keep thinking I'll go to a bigger brush and then I don't.
There's something about the loot here. Now I want to look back at your YouTube because now this is gonna be the conversation of the day. Because I do think if you scroll back on your stuff, it looks.
You just sort it by oldest.
Yeah. Well, I want to see the progression. Because we don't. I don't need to go too far back.
Yeah, like my frog. Well, and also my I'm still doing a lot of animal portraits. But you learn little bits that you don't even realize you're learning. I don't see myself improving until I look back a year. I haven't done it. I'm like, oh. Sometimes I'll say to you or Jack, who's my son, like, oh, I'm getting better. But still, it's still a frog. I did a frog portrait, which is good. I think I just, you can't. I was playing, here, let's try this. Well, I could do a golf analogy, or I was playing cribbage Monday. And I just can't learn it all at once. I can't get better at it all at once. Because, they were telling me every rule, and I'm going, and I had played when I was a kid. I've been practicing a little bit on my iPad. I need to leave that alone. I'm trying to blend it in, and it won't. So I need to let it dry and not worry about it because it'll end up looking more real with that light spot in there that keeps popping up. You just can't learn it all at once. You just keep practicing. That's when practicing playing. I think it's more playing, but and you just hang in there because I can't see it. I suppose some people can. And I bet my drawing skills are better just from all the painting. I don't draw much, but it still will. My observation skills are better. I don't, did any of those comments help? That was a lot.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But just scrolling, I think you, I kind of see a jump, when you did that first frog.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what you mean by pushing the values, but it's it's I think the depth. You've, improved on the depth, so it feels a deeper
Oh, sure.
painting, if that makes sense. And I
Sure.
think that's what makes it feel more real, because then it feels less flat.
Sure, like this is muted, and I picked kind of a medium light value, knowing these cherries were going to be strong and dark. So yeah, get a better picker of colors. Yeah.
Because like even this birch tree where
Yep.
from like 3 years ago, where you like there's skinnier tree.
Oh, is it a
trunks.
palette knife one?
I don't think so. No. But even that one, even though there's the forced perspective of the tree trunks up front versus like the skinnier ones are obviously pushed back.
Yeah.
Like there's the palette knife one. Yeah, it's not the palette knife one. I think it's just you've gotten better at color, and it helps so much with the depth.
Yeah.
Because you have gotten looser, so it's not like you're painting tighter and it's like hyper realistic.
No, I've been focusing on values and seeing how far I can push them.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I can only go as wide as this with a couple layers and as dark as that with a couple layers, or a combination if I mix a black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seeing how I can, like, if I want it to pop more, have a dark by a light, and it'll seem stronger and whiter, and the dark will seem darker. That kind of thing. And then also, I've been playing with, and so just using the color I see in the reference photo, trying to juice it up or change it, or like the frog that you just put in the banner for YouTube.
Yeah, I love the colors.
There's some reflective color from the tub.
Yeah.
Even up in his mouth. Just paying attention to what might work. And watching other artists. I watch Marla Bagata. I don't think she's put a video out.
Mm-hmm.
A new one.
You have to rewatch.
Yeah. It's a little too soon to put that in, but sometimes I'll do it just to, I don't know, play with it and remind me. And Karen Margulis, but I don't know if she's put they both, I think it's Margulis, hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. She's a pastel painter. And so I like that because she's using straight up, just pure pigment that's held together by a little bit of something. And so, like, you don't need to be a great mixer. You can just use out of the tube. And then Marla paints and everything, but mostly pastels. And she uses aqua, so she's the person who got me I started using more aqua. Karen always says, put dirt down in your landscapes first. Because you have all that green, it helps break it up.
Yeah.
She's like, put the dirt down first.
Because if you leave out a grass blade, it's not just green in the background, it's dirt.
Well, you don't need every grass. I mean, you can paint every grass blade. You can be whatever.
But if you stared at grass, you're going to see dirt. Like you just see it behind it.
Yeah. Or darker shadows, or,
Yeah. Barbara said, oops, I think I started something, LOL.
Oh, well, yeah,
But that was fun. No, like scrolling back, it's kind of funny. Like you kind of hit I feel like you leveled up when you did that first frog. That I love that video because there's 3 times where you pop into that video and you're like, okay, you could have stopped these dots 7 layers ago, but I'm gonna keep going. Yeah.
That's where I started. I think I kind of got a grip on the color.
Yeah, and you've kind of always been able to achieve it with the cows, like the ones on the MDF or whatever board that is, the troubles.
Oh yeah, that's just plywood.
The plywood.
I got hung up on
the term.
Yeah.
And then you kind of hit another stride, I think, with the goose. The 3 ducks. And the one has glasses in the center, and they're all looking the different. That color on that one is
was fun.
Very close to kind of what you do now.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was another jump, because then the bear's a little more
sometimes I go quiet again.
Yeah.
It's not like every painting.
And then the first lion you ever did, that one's pretty juicy, and there's a lot of depth in there. I think from the lion on is kind of when you hit this.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
stride of. It was more consistent with every piece is ooh, that is a lot of depth. That is a lot of depth.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I just kept trying. I'm looking at other artists going, I like how they did that. How can I, is it just the color? Is it, and I'm not necessarily even watching their videos. I'm just like, oh, I like the color combinations. I like,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And red, yellows. Even though I knew you need to put white or, you know, like I've got this yellowish background.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There was a Pooh Bear where I kept trying to brighten the yellow and brighten it. And they still can be hard because they just need a color behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes they just need more love, more
Mm-hmm.
work. And I think I'm finally getting reds because that's one thing why I decided to paint I could have done the strawberries, but then the seeds can also help you.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the cherries would be a little harder. But also good for painting a shape. I'm just grabbing some white to cover up my messy painting here.
Because even this owl, I can't believe this is like a year ago. Do you remember that yellow?
The Eurasian eagle owl with this all kind of one.
Yes, like even he still has quite a bit of depth, but I think if you even painted that 3 years ago, it would be a lot flatter looking.
Yep.
You know?
Yep, I know what you mean.
I can't believe
the colors too. There's just something about the. Well, I'm learning what the paints do. I was a watercolor painting before that, and before that I was a drawer.
I can't believe the koi fish was a year ago.
I know.
It doesn't feel that long ago.
That's why I wanted to start updating the profile pictures. I'm like, I'm grayer.
Yeah.
You know, we need to. Okay, let's use a bigger brush. I think
That was fun. Yeah, like it's kind of interesting. And all you have to do is like scroll your thumbnails. I mean, duh. But
okay, well, yeah, you don't have to open each one. But you get the timeline better on YouTube than like on my print store. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's practice. Let's practice and thinking about what do I want to try? And I had, oh gosh, I went to school for graphic design, but I took every art class I could, and I ended up going to 3 colleges. So I don't know where I picked this up, or it could have been even from YouTube, but I always knew that value does the work, and color gets the credit. So I started working on my values. Since I already had, even though I'm rusty, I'm just cleaning up my edges. See, I'm painting smooth and particular here. Values really do the work. And then you can just start playing with, I probably should do kind of a high-key painting, meaning where I don't try to push the values so much. A light one. I don't know what I'd do, but, try to... Well, I also knew, just like with anything, limiting your palette, even though I can make any color into the rainbow. I've got a gray, green, gray, blue, and red. I don't have a ton of colors. Limiting your palette can really help too. I really am on a soapbox. I need to paint.
Yeah, but that was fun. I liked looking back at your...
Where's my... Oh, there it is.
Because you can just scroll and see the
Let's paint it orange.
growth. It's quite interesting.
Well, I leave it in case somebody wants to watch it and we get a few views now and then, but I also leave it because I'm like, hey, just look at how much I've changed.
Yeah.
Well, and really, this is going to sound weird, but the pandemic helped a lot with that.
You painted like every day, yeah.
Yeah, I was sort of down to one graphic design client. Well, 1.5, 2. On purpose. I was transitioning to a full-time art business, and then the pandemic happened, and everybody just froze. So I'm like, oh, I can paint every day. Plus, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
So that really helped.
Hat Trick says, I watch your shows every week while I paint at night.
Oh, thank you so much. There's never any pressure to, I really appreciate, but I also like, people have lives,
Well, sometimes YouTube decides to not, like, I don't subscribe to many people, so I tend to see or at least I see it in my feed, but, if you get to subscribe to too many people and they're kind of like...
Oh, I subscribed to way too many.
Yeah, and they realize, like, oh, you're kind of watching this person more, like, they'll drop off of, like, pushing your stuff as much, So it just happens. Like, Instagram and Facebook, too. Like, all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen anything from that friend in forever. Meanwhile, I go back and I look and they've posted, like, 10 times.
Yeah. Okay, so I think in this one, I'm just going to grab a little yellow. Just paint right over it with one color and see what we get.
Teresa says, I watch at night, too. I agree with what Emily is saying about the limited palette is spot on. I also agree with Annie that values matter.
Well, they can. They don't have to. They do the work, though. They'll make
Yeah.
your painting, it's a nightscape and everything's dark and you can't see all the detail because all the values are close, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to. So.
Yeah, but then, in that scenario, that's like with a purpose, or whatever, so. Coral says, ooh, cherries. Cherries look yummy. I like the paintly background to the smooth cherries. Yeah, I like your...
Oh, yeah. I didn't plan on that, but that's a good thing.
It's like wallpaper.
Yeah. See, that kind of made it all more one...
Oh, but that's supposed to be painterly.
One color, but yeah, there's a lot of brush strokes in there.
Your painterly background.
I think I'll do that again with this one. I grabbed yellow and some of my orange pile. So I could just grab red. Maybe I should. Well, I don't really want to because then it'll be hard to lighten. I'd rather sneak. That's okay. Words. It's like how I paint clouds. They take me longer probably than most people, but I like sneaking up on them until I know if it's working and it's what I want. That's what I'm doing with these cherries. I'm sneaking up on them. Plus, I was wondering, do you ever see kind of an orange cherry, or are they always the juicy red? They're the juicy red in the couple photos I had.
Bing cherries are more... I don't know if they're... I've seen... Or no, maybe that's not a Bing cherry. There's some cherry that is more like yellowy red. Let me... No, that's not a Bing cherry.
I didn't know if we could like leave one
Cherries.
that's like an outlier. Like, look at me.
I think that's... Oh, Rainier cherries. But then that wouldn't be like... Then they would all have to be like that,
Oh, so they all... It's not like an apple where you get a lot of different colors, even though it's a delicious or whatever.
Yeah, like if they're... Oh, he wants his mom.
Hi, sweetie.
So cute.
He likes to play with my ties.
Yeah.
My cat, Wally's, who we're talking about.
Let's see.
It's going to lift. I need to leave it alone.
Yeah, like those Rainier cherries are... All of them look like that. I mean, they're various, but like if you...
Oh, those are... Yeah, no.
That's too many to be...
Yeah.
Some are deeper, but
Because
no really go orange that I'm seeing.
with red, you're either going to go pink.
Mm-hmm.
You add white, or you could go kind of a warm pink with white and yellow, or you go yellow to lighten it.
Can you do a bluey or red?
Yeah, oh, I think that's pretty good. Just leave that alone and let it dry. I don't know if we'll get these cherries done tonight. I've got a stem that goes over that cherry. Oh, we could do this stem. Here, why don't we just do that? The other stems I have to wait till I'm done with the cherries.
Yeah. I like those stems, though, the ones that are in so far.
I put some lime green in them. And then this one I decided to put a stem, like this one fell over. Here, I'll back up. So this one
Yeah, I like
broke
that.
off and fell over. But it has some pink in there.
You can see his little cherry pit tip or whatever that is.
I did put a little pink. And then I did put, is that in frame? A little purple. But yeah, I put a little green in there too, just for giggles. Sorry, I can barely see the top of my phone.
Yeah, Teresa said there are some orangey yellow cherries. I saw some at the store today.
Oh, so I could maybe try to keep one a little lighter.
And Teresa also says, my cats heard you and instantly perked up.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
I love dogs. Wally doesn't need to be walked. And I could totally do it, but I'd rather go for a bike ride or,
Yeah.
Especially in the winter, I'm like, ooh, purr.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've said it, I'm sure even on the live, but I like that, like, Chase's parents have a dog. So then we get the fun of, like, going over and seeing dog and playing with the dog.
Yeah.
But then it's like, it's not our backyard that we have to pick the poop up in or...
Right.
Or, yeah, when it's pouring rain and she's got a bunch of energy and she needs to be, like, walked or, like, let her run outside, then you got to dry her when she comes back in. And
Yeah. Oh, Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, but they are, like, it's, like, a different level or something. Like, dogs are unique to cats, which I like. Like, I feel like cats make you work for it a bit more.
Oh, they can, yeah.
Whereas dogs are like, yeah, just new. Not all dogs, because I do have some friends that their dog doesn't. They're like, it's scared of people, but there's something about the having to like work for a cat to make me, for them to like me. I'm like, please like me, please.
Oh, I sat in the bathroom with Wally for a long time.
Yeah. Well, we did that with Maya.
Yeah.
Because she was a little scaredy girl. Susie says those cherries look scrumptious.
Good. Yeah, they're coming. Definitely tell the ones I'm working on versus the done ones. I mean, that's a good thing. I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing. Oh, I didn't tell you. So the purple is mostly Quinacridone Magenta and a little Phthalo Blue. This is super strong, and sometimes I forget that it is. And then the brown, I always take an orange and add black to it. And then if I want it rustier brown, I put quinacridone or whatever my red is in it. And if I want a warmer brown, I put some yellow in it, which I've said before, but in case somebody's new. And I got a really neat limey green with the primary yellow and just a teeny, teeny, teeny bit of phthalo blue.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't talk about my palette too much other than the... And then this is just, made a green, put some white in it, put some black in it, just to mute it down. This has a lot more black in it. It's much grayer. And then what you see on your device isn't going to be exactly what I've got going on here in person. Okay. I keep throwing this brush down where I can't find it. It's not a good idea. Okay,
Yeah.
Let's take some quinacridone. I like the transparency, but and I use it. I don't know, I need to find a YouTube video to see if someone does their reds differently. I probably could just Google it. But it's going to depend on the brand too. That's one thing about I just keep using Liquitex because I'm used to the colors. Well, and anymore I'm using these, some sort of primary. Sometimes it's primary yellow, sometimes it's cad yellow. Oh shoot, I'm trying to keep that line clean. The top of my, I don't know if it really matters. I'm being fussy with this.
Oh, Hat Trick says I have teacup Yorkies.
Ooh.
6 and 7 pounds. They use inside potties. Yeah, because they're making tiny. They're doing tiny potties.
See, I don't even, part of that is I don't even know. I didn't even know you could do that. Oh, I suppose they're so little.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. I'll go a little lighter. Oops, as I was just thinking round. Gosh, I had junior high art classes, which were so good back then. Then that guy went to high school, and I had him all through high school. And we would paint, or we would shade, like with charcoal, pencil, whatever, spheres.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's really a great... I mean, I could do a video on that, but I don't think anybody would watch it. There's probably a lot of videos out there anyway. Shade a cube, shade a ball. My reflective light got better too over, I don't know when, but like I've got this pink here. Oh, a trick, and I'm sure you could find someone who breaks any art rule. Cooler in the shadow, cooler colors, warmer colors in the light. I don't know if I want to go yellow as I go yellow. Let's grab some quinacridone. So this is, once I get it all kind of decided, and I forgot which one I'm painting. Oh, this one. This is a great thing to listen to a library book. Because now I just keep building on it. There's not a lot of thought. It probably should be darker. Well, then I can't even go over the lines a little bit when it goes over a cherry, especially like with the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't even hardly notice I did it. I'm thinking I need a little. Oh, am I in frame? I've got a big painting here.
Yeah. Oh, Wally's going to try and tap you again.
That was too quiet for them to hear.
He's silly.
Yeah, I like that he's telling me what he wants more.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I've had him since middle of November. I don't know how long I've had him. 7 months. See, I can feel him playing with my.
I don't know if he's so much going for the strings as he's trying to tap you.
Oh, the apron ties.
Yeah, because it doesn't even, like, he taps them, but it's not like he's even looking at. Yeah, he wants you.
Oh, call him.
Hi, Wall, come
Oh,
here.
I'm sorry. If you're okay with that.
Yeah. Hi, Wall, you want your mom? Nice lady.
Call them all your names. Walmart,
Wally Bear.
Wallerton.
Walbert.
His government name is Professor Walnut.
Professor Walnut.
He's a tuxedo cat.
He has a crooked mustache.
We think
But
he's
his-
4.
But his suit is buttoned up.
All his paperwork from the Humane Society said he was 3, but I'm like, okay, he's been here long enough that he probably isn't 3 anymore.
Hatrick says, Annie, I love the hedgehog painting. It's so cute.
Oh, thanks. Somebody, oh, I can kind of picture their handle. Happened to ask me at the right time if I'd paint one. I'm like, oh, that's a different animal. If I
Yeah.
can find a reference photo, I need some small paintings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it turned out well. And I know that they're quills that they have on them.
Oh.
I don't know anything about hedgehogs. And then
Yeah, they're like spiky.
one of my collectors here locally has family in London or in the UK, I don't know where there's hedgehogs. So they bought it and shipped it.
You can't have them as pets. At least here in Omaha, you can't.
Oh, for a while there, a lot of people had them for pets, didn't they?
I think it's state by state or whatever. I know you can't here because I had a friend that wanted one so bad, but you can't have one.
Oh.
I mean, you can, maybe, quietly. You could have a hedgehog, but Chase sent his $9.99 and his little goat emoji.
Oh, thanks, Chase man. I can see it. I've got the chat open on my iPad. That didn't do anything. I kind of was going for a little rim light on this one, and then it didn't really. I like keeping it smooth, fairly smooth, so I can keep making changes.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't think that would be that white, though. I'm just wiping off my brush on a paper towel because I can see white on it. And try and mess with it, but not mess with it too much. You know, I feel like that kind of needs a purple. I've gotten braver, more brave. Grammar. I can hear my mom in my head. With color. Because I go, oh, let's put purple. A gray palette would help you better with values. Because I'm thinking that's too light, and I get it over here going, oh. I like how I had purple there. Let's put a little purple. Stop. It's hard to stop. We might cover that up, but it'll remind me. And I know if I paint with a bigger brush, it'll go faster, but sometimes I just want to be comfortable. Like I'm coloring in, colored pencils. I used to do that for a long time. Sit in the school pickup line with my notepad and colored pencils and shade things. Okay, that one could be done. Kind of want to muck with it a little. I'm going to grab a little of that cad yellow. I've been grabbing a little bit red or yellow over here. Oh, no. I don't know. I play with it. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going for. This is orange. It's easier to skinny up a line than it is to paint a skinny one. So it bugs me that this cherry, I'm going to point it out so then you won't be able to you'll see it. It's a little squished, but they're not all round. And I actually drew, it's rounder in the reference photo. I'm going to leave it. Okay, let's maybe brushstroke direction helps. Oh, I just thought of something else that helps that I wasn't always doing. I'm going to hopefully not forget here. So sometimes, oh, here's an example. Like with a highlight, let's see if I can aim. Okay, that's actually not that light of a highlight, but then I put a darker purple next to it. So then as I back up, it's going to look like it has more. There's a little bit of a darker purple line. It's very skinny on that one. I haven't done it on all of them. I think I just did it on, I did it on this one too. Just did it on some of them. That can help the highlight have more pop. It's the contrast. It's the values. People will start not watching. We're sick of hearing about values. Well, it's like, you know it doesn't mean it always clicks either. I knew it for ages, you know? Mm-hmm. So I can feel how smooth that is, but it doesn't paint. It isn't painting smooth. There's a little texture or something underneath it. If you didn't want to go purple for some of your shadows, I've got a little blue. You can't tell it's blue. That's actually blue right there. You could also use black. I feel like it's juicier to not, in this case, not use black. I almost always use black, but round and round we go. I'm glad I painted. I mean, there's no way I could have painted all these cherries.
Yeah.
I didn't really connect that after the last live stream when we stopped, but I'm like, oh, I'm going to grab a little white. I don't know. I kind of liked it where I had it before. I should have left it alone. Swiped too many times. Sometimes I just can't get it smooth. It's easier to push it up against the paint up against an edge than to try and paint the edge. You know, I was pushing it up rather than trying to draw the edge. There we go. Got the right word. I really should try sometime and just see if I could eliminate some of these steps. I always think, well, I got to get this done. So what I like about the quinacridone is I really don't have a red mixed, but that looks pretty nice and juicy red. I put it on top of the orange. I don't know if I like what I just did there. I'm going to have to let it dry.
I choked on my spit. Teresa says, the hedgehog was one of my favorites too. I love little animals.
Oh, yeah. Animals are my favorite. Well, and then, like, I could paint the whole animal, but I really like the faces. Because the faces are what talk to me. I'm going to paint over that. I'm going to grab some yellow instead of orange and just see what that does. Maybe stop. Let it dry and let me not be so obsessed with it. Is it time?
Well past time.
Well, the only thing. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say there's only one thing, so.
Yeah, no live next week. I do want to do, I feel like I keep teasing him. I want to do a giveaway. I need to figure out what and when. But that's now through my newsletters. They used to be on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I need to stop this because it's lifting and I'm not stopping. I can feel it. Okay. Oh gosh, but I don't like this either right here. What's nice about the newsletters, then the spammers and scammers don't.
Yeah.
Well, and you have, gosh, I think I only have 180 people. It might be people subscribe and unsubscribe, so I don't. It's somewhere in that ballpark. And then not that many people, because I'll send out an email and say, "Hey, you want to win this?" And then you just click the link and it says, "Yes, I want to win." And I don't keep your email. Well, I already have your email address if you're signed up for the newsletter, but I still don't like sell it or do anything like that with it. But I think I only had like 20 responses, 25 responses in the last giveaway. So your odds of winning are good. I just have random.org pick the winner. But I've noticed people like the original paintings more than, say, like a apron that I was wearing when we went live. So how do I know what to do? I'm just slowly darkening. This one kind of got darker than I wanted. Let's see what this does. Kind of went over my purple and it did something weird. That might be too much. Grabbed a little orange. Oh, nope, it's drying down. It's probably just fine and I get stuck on a cherry. Let's work on this one. The second coat helps. Smooth it out. I'm still kind of thinking, how do you not have brush strokes? Bet we could Google that. I think Emily's thinking though.
Oh, what? Were you talking to me?
Yeah, well,
Oh, what? What?
I bet we could Google how to paint without getting brush strokes.
How to paint.
I'm still thinking about that.
Showing. Oh, it kind of filled it in. That must be a common. Oh, mix additives for smooth paint. I feel like that's just saying. I should put acrylic, shouldn't I? Acrylic paint.
Oh yeah, that could be like walls.
No, it was looking like oil or whatever.
Oh.
Smooth surface. Use a soft brush.
Smooth surface.
Use
but still, that's gonna streak.
Use opaque paint. Paint in thin layers. That's like Teresa was saying. You barely like you paint really lightly. Tried fluid acrylics. I bet that's so they. Is that so they flow better? Or is that so they dry slower so you can blend?
They're just thinner.
Oh, okay. Use a flow improver. I feel like that's the same thing. Use water to thin your acrylic paint. Make sure your brush is fully loaded. Oh, there's more. Hang on. Now I gotta scroll because we.
I think you have to work at it.
Blend brush strokes with a soft brush.
That's what I'm doing.
Mist paint with water. Oh, you do that.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of a catch-22, but so is medium.
Here. This is really descriptive. Use the right brush. Use clean brushes. Add water to your brush. Don't press too hard. That's light touch, yeah. Wow, this really keeps going. Don't keep brushing over the same area. So does it?
I just did that.
So it doesn't lift. Listen to this person's advice, please. Use an airbrush. Okay, now we're getting excessive here. We're getting excessive here. Yeah, but like that wasn't the original.
No, but
question.
I think what's Lockery Fine Art? Lori? No, I can't think of her name. I haven't watched her in ages too. She'll use an airbrush sometimes. Well, thanks. I feel like they really couldn't come up with better ideas. Google or AI or whatever that was.
Yeah, it took me to a site, so I think it pushed a blog site or somebody's. 16 ways.
I really let that dry.
Trembling art is where it sent me. 16 ways to avoid brushstrokes in your acrylic painting.
So I was thinking of like I've not known well, but I've been friendly with a couple of children's book illustrators. And one of them, I was going to say both of them, painted it, well, not twice as big. It kind of depends on the size of the book. Like if it's a picture book or something. But they painted it bigger, so then all that stuff gets reduced. And then you don't see it. Gosh, a lot of them will do them, like you could do it on an iPad and not have any brush strokes, couldn't you, Em?
Yeah.
That'd be one way. Of course, that's not painting with a brush, but.
Oh, well, Wally's gone. Oh.
He's sleeping more.
I felt him not
Also
here.
adding to his getting a little chubbier since I adopted him.
I felt him not here. It felt, chillier in the room.
Yeah, I felt so bad in the early days when I kind of ignored him, but I wanted him to know, like, I'm not gonna, like, there's gonna be some times when I'm painting or I'm live streaming, I'm not gonna respond to him, So he doesn't. The most he sort of bugs me or alerts me is when he's like, hey, it's time to feed me. That's just once a day, because otherwise I have one of those automatic. I wonder if I want to go a little darker. So what I was thinking, and I don't know if I'm going to do it, the cherries, this one's pretty light. Cherries over here would be darker, and these would be brighter, because I overthink things. I don't think you really need to do that. It's a portrait of cherries in a little bowl. I was going to say a jar. So I'm just kind of, stippling it out a little bit. But I'm thinking even like when I used to do pencil drawings, there's still texture. I let it go. Let it go. I'm not liking that one. I think they all just need a little more love. Sometimes I'll swipe a lot just to get it so I can feel the wood and then see where it's going to go, because I'm not going to get it right the first time, kind of thing. Oops, that's more paint than I want. Even though it said to not do that. Well, that's kind of nice. That helps. Yeah, this one's muddy, which is why I was sneaking up on him. Of course, he could be in the shadow, and I'm overthinking it. I do want a shadow there. I bet he's fine. I just need to stop. I do that. There's always some part of the painting where I get hung up. Let's work on these guys and let these guys dry. I think I'll work on this one. Grab some yellow and some orange. Grab some more yellow. Wiped off my brush on the paper towel. Just grab some yellow. I'm feeling rather chill.
It is. It's a chill day.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Really, I mean, that could be done. You want a looser look? I think I'm kind of extra when it comes to art. I don't know if that's a good thing. I keep going, oh, I wanna. I've got a couple of abstract videos coming up in a month or so. Or I think, no, one's maybe in a couple of weeks, and the other one's going to be a month from that one. I'm going to talk a little bit about how do I know what to do. They've turned out, I think they're better. Just from painting other things, you know? I grabbed a little bit of white. Oh, I think all the time I don't have my highlight on the edge. You could. I kind of have a highlight there. Maybe that's what's bugging me. Let's grab a little orange and just see if that makes me happier. Maybe I just don't really need that. It is harder to lighten, especially because the yellow just isn't as strong of a color. It's easier to darken with reds and yellows. Oh, actually, I think I like that better. I just hit my mic. Hopefully that wasn't super loud on everybody else's end. It would be more efficient if I painted like it all the yellows, all the oranges, all the reds at once, but I enjoy doing it this way more. Okay, this one. Like, where am I going? Where'd I? Oh, maybe we want a little quinacridone. It's lifting. I have house fan going. I guess that's it. But I can feel it. It's drying my paints quicker.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's let that dry. And I don't. Ooh, what we could do, I don't know if I'll have time. So I just put in messy shadows under those two. It's this gray-green color. You could reflect some of the red or orange onto the tabletop or whatever this is. And you could put a little green. Here, we'll do that. I'm just going to clean up my brush so I don't forget what's in it. I'm going to grab this smaller guy. Make it a little lighter. Oh yeah, that's drying out. You could put a little, I mean, you don't have to, but a little bit of the, we'll call it a tabletop reflecting up into the cherry. Might have too many reflections going on that one. Light bounces around. So you can kind of get away with some things. Oh, I kind of like that actually.
Susie says that will be a luminous touch.
There's a word.
I know. That's the word of the day.
Luminous. Oh, here.
Luminous.
I don't know if this will show, but like if I want to brighten this up a little bit, I could just put some yellow.
I would describe a lot of your stuff as luminous. You really are good at the light.
I'm trying to. I'm paying attention to it.
Oh, we harmonized saying luminous. I just heard it in my ears.
Yeah, this is still bugging me over here. They're like, where?
Like even that frog with the crown, like you just know where the light's coming from, and some would say luminous, you know?
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good, if you ever have to do like redo an artist statement, you need to put luminous in your,
Oh, yeah.
you need to throw that word in there.
This one. This gotta be dry. Go straight up. That actually doesn't look. I wonder what I've got in my brush. I'm like, that doesn't look like I expect it to. Let's grab some orange. So just a little wet on wet. Put the color down where I wanted the darkest. There's something I don't talk about much. And then spread it around. Or I wipe it off on a paper towel. And then I don't really clean it, but then like grab the yellow, which is lighter, or grab the orange and while it's still wet. Just let it dry too. Sometimes you have to let it dry. It starts complaining. I can feel how smooth it is, but I can still see the brush strokes. I don't think that's doing anything. Yeah, I'm wondering if I could leave that one. I think it still needs another coat, but like more orange. Oops, I just hit the bottom of my wood panel with a dirty brush. But what's nice is this color's a week old. Just wash it right off. As long as you catch it. Otherwise, if it dries on me, I can at least mix it really close, a really close color, and paint over it. Okay. Actually, we're not doing too bad here. I think I just need to leave that one alone. Let's get a little scary here and wonder if this is going to be dry enough. It really isn't. Nothing's coming off. Just some thin purple.
Oh, hi, friend. Was he under me? I think
What?
he was under my chair.
Oh, I don't know.
Hi. I think he just came out through my chair like with I was asleep stretch.
Oh.
Were you under me?
He's really just doing so much more.
Mm-hmm. Hi, friend. What's up? Hi, Wooly. Oh, yeah, I think he was. He's kind of toasty.
Oh, he
Were you bacon?
I think I told you he waits now for me.
To go downstairs or?
Oh,
Just in
sorry.
general?
Like if I go out the garage, sometimes he's up on the bench that I have by the entryway, waiting for me. I'm like, oh, I hope you weren't there the whole time.
Yeah. I think, because Maya does that. She hops up in the counter stool, and then all you see is her little eyes and her ears, you know?
Yeah.
She hears the garage door, and then she wakes up forever. She is, oh, he gave your foot a rub. And then, she sits and looks at us like she's been waiting the whole time, you know?
Oh, maybe.
But sometimes she's a little slow, and I've caught her hopping up.
Okay. Yeah, maybe he does do that.
Dee says, anyone else dealing with cicadas? I haven't heard any yet.
Oh.
Have you?
No,
get
we're
so loud
right in the
now.
middle of the U.S.
Yeah.
Though. I usually hear them.
They're like July for us.
Like, yeah, that could be. We could
Right?
Google it.
I feel like they're more July. They're so loud. Oh, yeah, Teresa just said they're so loud. Had those last year. They were so loud.
I think they were thick last year. Or there's a lot of them or something.
My Apple Watch registered them at 85 decibels. Oh, my gosh. Oh, yeah. There's like 2 different types of cicadas. There's like a 3-year and like a 30-year cicada or something like, and they were all, last year they all cropped up at this. Like the years all lined up.
Yeah,
Or something.
Something like that happened.
Everyone should take that as fact because I definitely know that's what that is.
And the way you said it was so convincing.
It was. I sounded like a scientist, so I wouldn't know why anyone wouldn't believe that. So.
It reminds me when Jack's teachers said that they were locusts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jack was maybe first, second grade. He's 34 now. And he was so furious because she wouldn't listen to him. He's like, no, those are cicadas. And I used to collect the shells on my walk, and he had a box full of shells. Oh, it was funny, but he was so frustrated.
See, so I was so very right. So, Cicadas emerge every year somewhere in the eastern United States at either 13-year or 17-year intervals.
Oh, wow.
2024 was remarkable because 2 broods are emerging simultaneously for the first time in 221 years.
Wow.
Billions of cicadas will emerge in rare 2024 double brooding event.
Oh, that was last year.
Yeah.
Jack says he doesn't see fireflies anymore, but I was thinking I do in my neighborhood.
I don't know. I haven't.
I'll have to try and pay attention. That's around July, too.
Nighttime's when the mosquitoes come out, so I don't really try to be caught outside at night like that.
Oh, they love me. They love you.
Mm-hmm. But I've learned, I think last year I learned, too late in the game. So, like, it was kind of like the downtime. It was starting to be fall, so they're not there anymore. But you could put the, like, pimple patches on them, on the bites.
Oh, yeah.
And then it sucks the itchy part out, and it kind of helps it so you don't have, like, that big red bump for, like, days and days and days. It's just, like, a small little thing. So I will be doing that this year.
I need to look at the stream.
Susie says, we get cicadas late July, all of August. I feel like that's when we get them too.
Yeah, I just assume like further south, like they're
Tulips
gonna come up earlier.
Yeah.
So I just assume
They get the bug before us.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they don't. I think some places in southern United States don't have winter kill, so the bugs can be big.
Ew. Yeah. You're so right.
I'm thinking. Maybe not literally, but something along those lines.
I mean, I bet bugs are bigger, like in Florida, and like
would think
Texas. I bet they're
so.
bigger. I bet they're bigger in Arizona. I bet they're bigger in New Mexico.
Emily's
Just
going,
list everything in the South. I bet they're bigger in Louisiana.
We're gonna put them not only to sleep with the slowness of the cherry paintings, but
I bet even in Georgia they're bigger too.
it reminds me when you were little. 3 times.
3 times is not funny anymore, Emily.
Jack did the same thing. He just doesn't know. You know, he
Yeah.
just...
I just don't.
Kids
I only
do
remember you
that.
ever saying it to me, obviously, because he's 5 years older. So.
Yeah.
Oh, Teresa says, have to go, y'all. Have a great week. I'll check back later to see how the painting ends. It looks great so far. Thanks for hanging.
Nice to hang out with you. I'm wondering if I have too much light going all the way around, but it is sitting on top. They're not terribly translucent. You can really think this through. Oh, I kind of do really think it through. I don't know if I should as much as I do. Go ahead.
Dee says, we get them in we just got them in Central Kentucky.
Oh.
We also had a 4-foot rat snake looking for a snack. I had to close the windows in the AC on so I could hear the TV. I googled a rat snake. It's not a cute snake. It's not I have never seen a snake in
all?
In town ever. Yeah.
Oh, well, I go around all kinds of trails. So
Yeah.
I saw a little snake scoot across the trail and a ground squirrel today.
Yeah.
You know, woohoo, exciting.
And I was thinking like, oh, maybe they weren't in the neighborhood like I mostly grew up in, but friends that live in that neighborhood now, they have them in like their hardscaping.
Oh, that's because
she's
where they live,
terrified of snakes.
Oh yeah, but they're closer to some where they could nest in places.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But
oh, that's too bad.
like, you know, I mean, the ones that she says she has are like just little garden snakes. So like,
Yeah.
they're cute and little, but a rat snake, that thing is not cute or little.
It's
Yikes.
checking all the yuck boxes.
Yeah, because like a rat, like a little garden snake, like his head's wider than his whole little worm body, you know? And it's kind of cute, but that guy's looking big.
Plus, you feel like he could overpower it in a pinch.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I really hate the spiders, but I can handle it. You know.
You know, that's how I like to gauge everything. Is like, worst case scenario, if you came after me, could I overpower you?
Yeah.
Like Chase and I are,
And gross out at the same time.
yeah, Chase and I are planning a vacation, and you know what's the first thing he looks into is like, what big scary animals could we run into?
Oh yeah, if you're
There.
gonna go hiking.
So he's like, do we need to buy like bear mace? He's like, I don't think maybe there's, he's like, I don't think there's bears there, but you could just generally use bear mace. And then he's reading that like, oh well, if you get attacked by this, you're not really gonna know until it's like has you already on the ground. And I'm like, oh, that's great.
Oh, nice.
I was like, it's for your birthday. I'll let you go first, so you don't have to watch.
Oops.
Really, maybe you just have to be slower than somebody you're with. So either way, so he's
like the
so
running
he's
of the
got me.
bowls. You don't want to be drunk because then the drunk spaniel will be behind you and
Mhm.
get tramped. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean that's terrible, but
Mhm.
that's actually.
You just got to be
I've
faster
heard
than the person you're with.
Yeah, I've heard that advice.
And with 6 foot tall Chase against 5 foot me, he's got nothing to worry about.
You're juicier and tastier.
Yeah, true. He would be pretty gamey, I bet.
Chase would be pretty gamey.
Yeah.
I think so. Chase is Emily's husband, if you're new.
Like, look how little a little garden snake is. They're so cute. I guess you've seen them, but.
Well, we had him when I was a kid, when I lived in a different city and we were across from a golf course and there was a pond that could, if it got too full, drain out in the field behind us.
Mm-hmm.
So we had little salamanders in the window wells and garden snakes. Garden snakes. I like the salamanders. They were spotted. I'd never seen one before. I have a thing for animals. Always have. Okay, I am definitely going slow. Let's work on this one. But they are coming up. What time now? How much? I haven't been paying any attention to the time.
Like 15, a little over 15 minutes.
Okay, I started my timer, did it not? Oh, there we go. So I need to pick up the pace. I still have... Well, the point is like you saw me do the background, you saw me do the jar, you saw me do the tabletop. You don't need to see every cherry. I traced them on, so you don't have to have drawing skills either. Part of me wants to make this darker.
I like all the names that people like have for instead of like not calling it a snake. It's quite funny what people have, and it's like I don't know if I have heard that about. I mean, I guess some people call a raccoon a trash panda, but that's the only other type of name. But like, what is I can't remember what her husband said. A nope rope, I think is what he called it.
Oh,
A nope rope, because it's like nope, But yeah, I've heard regretti, like a regretti spaghetti. So like, you regret when you come across it. So a regretti spaghetti, or there was another. What was the noodle one? It was like I think it was danger noodle or something.
it's kind of funny.
Yeah, they're funny. It's the only animal I've heard that for.
Oh, here, I was going to look at the stream. Can I throw this on the table?
I'll
Okay.
take it.
Oh, I think I kind of like it. They look too orange.
Maybe.
Some of them. Well, I'm not even. Maybe. Maybe go
I
darker.
like the deeper ones better.
Okay.
I like the bluey or purple or bluey or red better, but that's a you choice.
Okay. Well, I was just trying to have the brighter ones in the middle of the painting.
Mm-hmm.
But you like the deeper. Well, we got ways to go then.
Well, it doesn't have to be deeper. I think I just like the blue or red better.
Well, you are allowed to have an opinion. So I just went darker with that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe just leave it kind of lighter on the edge.
I guess I've heard one for a goose too, like the Canadian geese. 'Cause
Oh,
they're
they can be
mean.
so mean, yeah.
I've heard a similar thing like the snake for those guys. wonder if
I
could
think they're
Google that.
neat looking, but one of the ponds I ride my bike around, there's just so many of them. I'm like, don't you? And there's always one, excuse me, standing guard. Sorry, guys.
Let's see.
And I don't want the one standing guard to come after me. Oops. My painting slipped. Is that better? It's a little darker. Ooh, that might still be a little too wet. I feel like I'm breathing heavy.
Working up a sweat, painting.
Yeah, well, a little goopy from the bike, right? Gosh, I know I talk about it too much, but it's an electric bike. And it's been great because I could do it. I could just sit on it after I didn't like literally after my hip surgery because the last one was the end of December, but it's been good because I would pedal too much, but I could still go out. Like, okay, next time don't pedal so much. Just hit the throttle. Is that one dark enough now? Or maybe no, you probably want it darker. It'll make it rounder. So I grab some purple. I'm gonna clean my brush off on my paper towel, grab some magenta. Kind of just think brush stroke direction. It's kind of like a cloud. Plus it's sticky, so I need to stop. It's not gonna go everywhere you want.
Yeah, I like that better. Maybe they just looked a little flat to me.
Maybe, yeah, that's probably it. You like the depth.
I like
the roundness.
I like the depth. I like the depth. I can't find it.
Find what?
The name that I've heard for a Canadian goose.
Let's do a little pink. Where? If it's everywhere, it's nowhere.
If it's everywhere, it's nowhere.
Actually, I don't know what that is, but I don't like what it did. Hopefully that dries down because it's really watery and I don't like how bright it is. Oh yeah, that's already drying down on me. Sometimes my paint's so thin, I don't really get the effect. Okay, so darker. To me, this is easier than Highland cow hair because it's all I just think round. Whereas with the Highland cow, I paint the dark. A lot of times I'll paint the major dark areas first and then kind of map it all out. I worked on 2 cows not too long ago during a live stream. This isn't taxing my brain as much. And I know I do repeat myself. That's better. That was a better swipe.
Ooh, I like that little doop.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to just leave it alone. It's just hard. Hard for me. I need to flip over my paper towel, that's all. Okay, so we go a little darker, put some highlights in on stems, but I don't know. Oh, I haven't painted a stem. Oh, I was working on the stem. Let's finish it. I forgot that I put the first. I think that's so interesting that I have my house fan is on and it just shuts itself off.
Yeah, it shuts itself off. Oh, that's another big snake. Dee says, I've got to look up all these snakes. At least it wasn't a copperhead. They actively look for cicadas to feast on. And then it's like it's like very ground colored. So like that's one that would almost like spook you a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Because if it's in like leaves and dirt, and it looks really a lot like that. And they look chonky. Not sweet and little.
I'm just trying to vary here. Maybe we'll go black, a little bit of black. Or we could put some blue in it. Sometimes going sideways across the stem can be good.
Oh, the baby's cute though. A baby one's cute.
Oh yeah, you didn't bring anything to crochet.
No, I didn't.
And you were working, and I made you look something up.
Yeah. I was trying to do some stuff because I'll basically be away from home all day tomorrow. So.
Yeah, working away from home.
Mhm. So I was like, ooh.
This brush is so misshapen. And that's like too light. Well, it's not too light. It's just. Well, maybe I should leave it though, because then I don't have a hard edge everywhere.
And if you have a hard edge everywhere,
it's everywhere.
It's nowhere.
Oh, that's true. Sometimes it's kind of nice to have more of a similar value than you have more contrast.
Mhm.
Break it up a little bit. It can make it look more real, even if your painting is.
Oh yeah, I love the purpley swipe, the pinky purple swipe on the top cherry.
Yeah, that one. I did that one
that
twice.
one's done.
Okay. Well, I need a white highlight.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but is it dark enough though? It's still kind of lighter.
I mean, it's lighter, but I like him a lot better. I like him a lot.
Well, and I overthink. I overthink. You know. I'm thinking that'll call more attention over here. And then I always tell myself it's a portrait of cherries that you really don't need to worry about it. Oh, I have hunch cam going.
Hunch cam.
I like the little limey green, which I don't see. I just like, it's sort of my color surprise. We talked about that with Ginger Cook.
I like that. That's a fun name.
Yeah. So is the purple and the pink really too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe warm it up a little. There's where I really like glazing. That might be all right and just be done. There's a hunk of paint on it. You guys probably can't see it. Okay, let me look at the stream. Oh, they are lighter.
Mm-hmm. Are they lighter in person?
Yeah. Yeah. Here, you want to see?
Oh. Maybe just the
A little
really,
darker.
yeah, I don't think so.
No?
What you showed me was backlit though, so.
Oh, yeah.
But it didn't really look that much different than stream. The stream really smoothed out the cherry that's draping over the bowl. That's about it. To me, personally, my opinion, you know.
Well, I ask you for your opinion. I don't always listen to it.
I give it whether it's wanted or not, you know.
Yeah. Oh, me too.
If there's one thing I'm always
like,
serving,
oh, honey,
it's
here
opinion.
it comes, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I talked over you.
Oh, no. I just said if there's one thing I'm always serving, it's opinions. So,
Oh, I stepped all over your joke.
that's fine.
Oh.
It's fine.
You need like a little applause or giggles or...
Yeah, I can do it for myself.
Yeah. That was funny. Well, we could... You know, the highlight actually might help me. It might be time to put the highlight in as I play with darkening it.
Oh, hi again, sir.
Yeah, I don't know.
He always comes and checks on you.
I was saying he's sleeping more, but maybe it's because you're here.
Yeah, he hears us talking. Yeah. Although you don't come and see me downstairs on Sundays, mister.
Oh, he didn't last time, did he?
Oh, wait, no, he did because he was playing with your bracelet.
Oh.
And that was so silly and cute.
I think he shows off for you.
Yeah, he played very tough. It was so tough. I was like a little scared, you know? He might come after me. It was very... He's not even paying any mind. He's got to look out his window.
I think this one needs to be darker. Oh, I know. I feel like I'm breathing loud because I'm mouth breathing.
Even though I guess I've been listening to it the whole time, but we listen back, it's just...
Yeah, it'd be terrible. God. You know, I was so nervous to be on YouTube, and now I'm like, oh, no manners. I like glazing. Now, did I go too dark everywhere?
I like that. I guess you're not done swiping.
Oh, it really isn't changing it. I think it's
Yeah.
gonna, but it really hasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm like, I kind of don't, I don't know. Sometimes I don't like the color I've gotten. But I don't want them all to be perfect either.
Hey, Bub Bub.
Okay, maybe
How are you?
just a little water too.
Oh, sweet man.
My paints are drying out.
Hi. What you need? Thank you. Hmm?
Oh, and he's every once in a while he doesn't do it as much, but when he goes in the powder room downstairs and yells at himself, kind of howls at himself in the mirror.
Oh, I could hear him meow.
It's just kind of funny.
That's when Professor Wally is lecturing.
Yeah.
So he's got to give he's Zoom calling into class. He's got to give his Zoom lecture.
Oh, so I tend to like, some of them, my going over it is because I like it better wet.
Mm.
But I'll put gel gloss on here to help protect it. And also, I wish I knew if it actually does, but I think it gives the color a little more depth. And then I let that dry and put satin varnish on it. And then I usually like my colors a little bit better. But I think these can be done. The 3 in the sort of shadow. Let's put a highlight on. Oh, and now I'm seeing like I want a little brighter in the stem. Oh yeah. Poking into my paint, that's a little limey or greener. Plus it's the complement of red. That's why I painted the background kind of a gray-green. And I've been doing, it's kind of a newer thing for me just to go up and down brush strokes however they work out. I've got a little yellow glazed right there. Let's see, white. I kind of want to dry maybe I just want to get a dry brush. Let's do that maybe. And you don't have to use a filbert. A square would work really nice. Or a flat. Here's a craft brush. Emily gave it to me, I don't know how many years ago. So I'm going to grab some white. Okay, this is always the hard part. My light's kind of coming from this way. Okay, just leave it. Sometimes I'll come back and darken it again as it dries. I'm gonna maybe grab just a little bit of water. I don't know if I got any. Okay, I should probably change this one a little bit. Maybe we'll set it down and then, I kind of like the flat better. Let's do this. A little. Try to make them the same. Is that helping them look rounder and darker?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Values.
See, I was right.
Values.
Hurts to be right, you know.
No, I think you were right in that they should be darker.
I do like that you left that top cherry, like it's right behind that highlight. It's a little more orangey.
This one.
Hang on.
The big top one.
Yeah, big top cherry, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Same. You kind of did the same thing with the one that's draping over the bowl too. I like that.
Yeah. Thank you. Maybe I had it just too glaring. Let's do like I would do for an eye. I just put the highlight, a brighter highlight. Oops. Well, I don't know if I like that. It's almost too there.
Well, yeah, I think even the last little, it's definitely like you're hitting the final strides. You know, like every time you add, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting, you can tell it's like getting closer.
So I sort of painted, I still have stems. There's a stem that goes over here, but we painted this stem so you could see it in real time. But I painted 1, 2, 3, 4. These were kind of started 5, 6 cherries in an hour and a half. Yeah. Some paintings, I don't know if this interests anybody, if anybody sells their work. You can do whatever you want. Right now, as I'm videoing, I sell 12 by 12s for $90. Some of them take me longer. Like if I do a little abstract, that's going to go quicker. Might have more materials in it, depending on the abstract. Just because people don't get it, that I spent an hour and a half on a handful of cherries. You know, they just don't know. And then I also have lowered my price. Well, yeah, I've lowered my prices over the last couple of years slowly just to see when they'll start selling more. But sometimes you don't know because it's like, well, maybe someone just nobody wants cherries. Mm-hmm. You know, it's kind of hard to know. But I used to sell the little ones, the 4x4s, for $50, and they weren't moving. When I moved them slowly down to $25, I don't paint them anymore. Now I paint 5x5s. Then they started moving. My 5x5s I sell for $30. But some of those little guys, like I'm working on a giraffe, you know, I don't know how many hours I have in this. If I only sell it for $30, you would think, okay, 3 hours tops, but I'm going to have 5 to 7 hours in this guy. But I like painting. I like painting. I don't want a house full of art. Mm-hmm. You know, yeah. I could find a buyer probably if I waited.
I realized that all of a sudden the light really changed. I think it's been like that for a minute.
It's on me?
Yeah.
Well,
which window is it?
Probably going to quit here.
I know.
Unless somebody wants to hang out longer. And that helps. I was getting kind of blasted out.
Yeah.
This one isn't.
Is it still?
No.
Okay.
I'm just, not every cherry is perfect. Kind of feel like I want a little purple down here. Do I want this one darker? What's nice is Emily's usually not here with me. When she was younger, I could always ask her, you know. Should that one be darker?
It could be. I don't think I don't look at it and be like, wow, that's out of place. So I think that's just
maybe I just put a pink or a...
Like I had an opinion about when you had all three kind of light, but that looks...
These are just just maybe slightly lighter, not a ton.
Yeah.
Maybe just a swipe of purple for fun. A swipe of aqua would be fun, but I haven't done it anywhere else. Well, that'd definitely be a color surprise. Oh, and then we could, here. Let's see if I like... I don't know if that's a 1/4 inch. Here. Oh, I know it's a craft brush. Oh, yeah. Actually, at the base, it's a little more than a 1/4 inch. Am I going to like this? I think I'm just going to use Quinacridone. It's quite transparent. I'm running out of, like, clean space. Make sure it's pretty thin. Oh, and I actually don't think I like that. Well, maybe it's okay, and I just panicked. Oh yeah, I think that's actually okay. Just warm up that shadow a little bit. So I put a little paint down. Oh, that one went better. Maybe a little orange on this side. Now I'm really overthinking it. So I can keep painting sometimes forever. But to me, it's the end, I think. Sometimes it's the fun. Mm-hmm. I think I like that.
I like that, yeah.
I was going to say, we'll see what Emily says.
I wonder what Wally thinks, you know?
Well, man.
He's right behind you again. It's literally like it's like he never left, because that's where he was when we started. He came back just in time.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do? So I don't know if this is going to make much difference. I think maybe I'll just take some Quinacridone. I don't know if it's going to be dark enough. And do the edge I talked about. Oh, and then my thing scooted. Maybe a little purple. A little quinacridone. A little water. I don't know, that could be too much. Once I kind of figured out I could fix my paintings and paint thin, then I wasn't quite so nervous to try things. I don't know if I actually like that. It might be too... I think I'm not focusing it on it. All right, I'm going to put a little... Excuse me. I'm assuming people want to go.
Nobody said,
It's been an
please
hour and
let
a
me
half.
leave.
I suppose they can go anytime.
Mm-hmm.
I still got a couple of stems to paint.
It's just
two.
me. Please let me go eat pizza.
You're hungry, aren't you?
I'm okay.
Isn't that a pretty purple?
A gorge purple.
Yeah. I don't know. It might be more purple if you had primary red. Sometimes these little color shapes are just nice entertainment. I'm trying to decide where to put it. Let's see if I can scoot it. Oh, just dry brush it lightly. It's like, all right, just leave it.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it's just kind of nice little, I think I have plenty of those. Okay. Well, I guess since I'm almost done, Emma, I'm going to paint the stems, but actually you could go.
No.
People can go too.
What if you get trapped in
But
there?
then I'll be done. You know, I just need to varnish it and I've got a painting. There's a gallery. The downtown gallery has an opening tonight. Or Friday night. So I know I need to take one little painting. I might take this one as a backup. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll take one of the chickens. I don't know that that did anything. Okay, stems. I'm going to put a little white in it so it covers. Okay, we're going to start up here because I don't know where it goes exactly anymore. I painted over it. Okay, I think it goes, just tucks behind here. Could go to this cherry. This cherry could have two stems. Oh yeah, it does. I'm looking at the reference photo. So, right there.
Oh, now he's playing with your...
Hey, buddy.
He went for your dangles.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm. Alright. What's up? What's up?
I lost where I'm here. I'm like, where is the cherry? So you don't always have to, like I'm painting a bunch of little short lines because sometimes I just don't feel confident doing one big long one. Whoops, wrong puddle spot. And really it can be quite crooked. I like that's one, probably my favorite stem in the whole thing is the shape of it. Who would say like, oh, that's my favorite stem? I've been talking so much I'm getting dry. Oh, when I was talking about cribbage earlier, I played when I was a kid. I've been playing on my iPad to practice. So it was the first time I went to the group, and boy, was my head hurting. You know, for a while I couldn't come up that 8 plus 5 is 13. You know, because my brain was just getting fried, and I don't do math much like that. I do measurements. It was kind of funny. We only played 3 rounds. Mm-hmm. But it kind of reminds, sorry, the whole point is that when I first started talking and live streaming, oh, did my brain just cook. Like anything, you get better at it. Sorry, guys, I guess I want some white. Maybe I want some gray is what I want. And then I mix with my brush, and it's really hard on them because I shove the paint up into the, I think it's called the ferrule.
Susie says, this is a gorgeous painting.
Thanks. Kind of like the dry brush I have going there, but I don't know if I want it. little more water. Hopefully I'm staying in frame. I think the layout's okay. I haven't really looked at that lately. So if you want something to show, you just need the contrast. If you want it to, this one doesn't really disappear anymore, but if you want it to disappear, they have similar value. I might grab a little. There, we'll just grab that. Go side to side a little bit. I've kind of given up on loose for speed. Because I was thinking, you know, the more paintings I could make, the more money, more paintings I can produce, the more money I can make. I just enjoy mucking around with them. I'm just saying to myself right now, like, I don't have to put green in every one of the stems. But I kind of have put quite a bit of green in. Oh, maybe I want it darker. Go black. How do I know? I'm just kind of like, do I like it, and do I want it to show, or do I want it to disappear? Kind of playing with the values a little bit. Plus, I feel like my mistakes end up being kind of interesting. Adding a little something to it. Does that pull off? Does that show? Here, we could take a little black. Make this stronger up here. I'm going to change the angle of it a little bit too. I'm trying to look at the live stream, but it's not caught up to me yet. Oh, then maybe a little. A little white. Now what's running through my head is those gamers that stream on like Twitch or YouTube forever. I can't imagine. Is that too white? All right, let's do the other stem and we'll let that sit for a bit. Kind of like that I added this one just to help break up the. Could put in a couple more cherries too if you don't like how much real estate the I keep wanting to calling a jar the bowl has. I think this, yeah, this is coming from this one. And then I have it pointing down. That was a much more confident stroke. Oh, a lot of times I'll anchor. I'm using a little brush, but I'll still anchor with my pinky to help steady. A little orange. Ooh. Well, that really didn't do what I thought it might do. I think I'm going to want darker. I don't really have any, this one dips down a little bit into the cherry. I really don't in the reference photo. I did leave off some of the stems in a reference photo. and then added a few. Here, let's see if we can get away with this. So I'm just kind of wiping out my brush. I didn't wash it. Now you can, just to speed it up a little bit. Just add a little red to it. I still think I want it darker. Oop. Darker, lighter, lighter, darker. Just dotting? I don't know, that's not doing it either. Plus, I don't know at that distance so you guys can see anything. Gosh, I want to put green in. I just don't know if it needs it. Putting the white down and put some green on top of it will make it pop, help it pop. Yeah, I might lose it with the background. Do you guys think this long about stems? Emily's thinking about something else. I'm gonna call it done. I'm gonna call it done. Shocker?
I like it.
I like a little bit of color. You could also put some red reflecting onto the jar. I'm not going to. Oh, I've got like a little, oops, I didn't see. A lot of times I don't put on the gel gloss till the next day. One, I want to make sure it's nice and dry. But two, sometimes I'll see a little oops. And I save the palette until it's varnished. It's not light enough. I can come back and patch it. All right, we're done. Okay, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. That went a little long. Thank goodness I didn't leave a whole bunch of cherries left.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna spritz this so it'll, hopefully it won't get too dry. That's quite a bit. Get too dry overnight. I think I have more orange glow over here, but it's really subtle.
Susie says thank you.
Oh, thank you for coming. I know some people just like to hang out. Some people like the step-by-step.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, those look really good. They needed it. They needed it.
Yeah, I think they look good.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you would really notice if I don't point it out that this one just has a little more glow than some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Or this one down here. Of course, you can't tell. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at the live stream. It's a great way for me to step back.
I really like that stem crosses over. It helps it feel like
More depth.
yeah, because that cherry did feel like it was just like sitting there, and like how is it sitting there, you know?
Yeah.
But it looks really good.
Well, there's a lot more stems, but I didn't put them all in, as I mentioned a little bit ago, but there's the photo.
Joey says, thanks, Annie and Emily. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, well, maybe it helps in that, oh, she really took a long time to paint those reds. So maybe how I do it's okay kind of thing,
yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or, oh, yeah, maybe or if someone has a better way, you can share it in the comments on YouTube, but you can't, you still can't attach pictures yet. And I know they're rolling that out.
Yeah,
I think that's just on the community. That's just
media.
on, oh, sorry, we're talking.
I was going to say all kinds of social media are starting to do that, roll out the pictures and comments.
Yeah, it's just supposed to be on the post. It used to be the community page,
Yeah.
now it's just the post page.
Huh.
But I also have, no pressure, but there's the Annie Troe Art Friends Facebook group. We set that up so everybody could share their art with each other. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there's a lot of light coming in, so it's blowing out this cherry.
Yeah, all of a sudden, like the light is like blinding me. It's in the corner of my eyes.
Okay, guys, I enjoy hanging out with you so much. I appreciate you. I super appreciate your support. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.